Good morning. Commuting to work. Yesterday I got a copyright notice from YouTube. I did record the same thoughts about a movie, but I was playing Spotify on the background and with some inspirational music, and the system detected background music, which was just some portions of music, and they blocked my video. Now I'm going to record again with music from a Seattle station, a radio station, and I'm curious if this music is copyrighted. No, I'm taking my chance. I did watch a movie, an inspirational movie with Tony Robbins, and about his shows. He has some sort of a annual show. He said he had 74 events up to the date, so probably have twice a year, I'm not sure, but the show name is Date with Destiny. It's like, you know what, take your life in your hands and make the best out of it, right? Or like go out on a date with a stranger and make the best day, something like that. And there are thousands of people attending the seminar or the event, a 6-day event. It's about 5,000 United States dollars, and it's something powerful and magic for people who attend. But some people are not meant for that. They are not open to grow, and they don't want to waste money on stuff. Even they know in their heart that something has to change. Let's say they have problems with their finances, with their relationship, with the way they see life and stuff like that. But they don't have the willpower, or maybe they don't believe in the results of a change. And now these guys made this movie, I'm Not Your Guru. Tony Robbins doesn't claim to be a guru. He doesn't need the followers crowd. He doesn't need to be big in the media. He has some media appearances, and his YouTube channel, I'm not sure if he's on Facebook at all, but he's posting stuff and he goes around, he's talking to people, he still does that type of work. But now what I noticed about Tony Robbins, he cooperates, or he make joint ventures with other famous people. Generally other people want to make a joint adventure with this guy because he is famous and he is able to promote the other guy's business. I was about to sign up on one of the guys, some Graziosi or something. Like he's like a loud talking guy, not like a small guy, but he needed some boost, and he has a cool stuff, cool idea, and they came together with Tony Robbins, and they were trying to put together something to enhance people's skills, and you know, some cool stuff that I thought I was going to join. But it was not only about the $5,000 fees. It was not about that, but I realized I'm not at the level that enables me to efficiently use the money and that type of training. Like you know, you get the training, but doesn't mean every participant would get the full benefits. I mean, you may learn something from these coaching programs, and you say, yeah, I'm going to change the world, I'm going to move the mountains, and a month, 2 months later, that drive, that vibe, it's fading out. And so it's not stuff for everyone. What Tony Robbins does, and what I notice, he takes those people who have the seed. No, he plants the seed, and he takes those who have the fertile soil in their mind. So the soil is ready, is fertile, is prepared, the weeds are out, and now the new seed will grow and will make a big plant or nice plant that will plant seeds in other people's minds. And how? By leading an example. When you see someone who's successful, you may have a bad soil full of weeds, and that soil might, or those weeds might, weeds of hate, let's say, might see or might make you see the other people, the successful people, with jealousy. If that's the case, you are not ready for Tony Robbins. You're not ready because you still have that soil that need to be worked on. And he's not going to be your coach or be around, hold your hand to weed your soil. It's your job. He might show you ways. He might help you to be a better gardener of your mind. But he's not taking your hand and do the work with you or for you. He's not that type of guy. He is too busy, and probably he still does personal coaching with people who can afford. But that's his approach. He is more of a getting the big crowds who have this drive and who are willing to work on themselves, and he gave them the passion, the energy, his attitude is he's very infectious in that sense. And it's their people's choice to move that energy and take the information and do better gardening, like I said, in their mind. Again, I know people who have the energy, they can move stuff, but when it's about negative thoughts or destructive thoughts, self-destructive thoughts, they are not willing to work on those. It's part of their personal ego, is part of their personality that's now engraved in their behavior. It's they program themselves over and over and over to have the same type of thinking, the same life habits, and the same self-destructive behavior. That's the kind of I need to pay attention on the driving. That's my way. I do record when I'm in a car. I never have a script. I just gather information out of the mind, and I'm focusing on my driving and on the scenery, and I do a few things at a time. Even my IQ is very low. And now I want to describe a bit what I noticed in this show, and I'll give you probably 2 cases he dissected. He started to troubleshoot, and it was powerful. Even the cases were not wow, these people in the Ukraine got bombed by the Russians, it's wow. No, those are cases that you see in the media. You get the wow, and the media bomb show you or impresses you with new cases every day. Someone got raped, someone got killed, some mass shooting, and it's all negative stuff. And those are not really special. I mean, someone suffering is not good, but for the purpose of the event, doesn't make people wake up. Because that's the idea of waking up. When you see something totally new, when you hear something totally new, it wakes up your survival instincts, because you are interested to know more what's going on, so you get prepared in case it happens to you. That's a way to wake up people. When you dump new information to them. Then people wait, oh, what's that? Those people in the room, like 2,000 something, they say 2,500 people in the audience, they are already woke up. It's like full eyes. At least they have to. For the $5,000, you have to make sure you take all the information, every word he is saying, and every part of the music in the show. It's like a set, like a show, to impress you, to enable you. It's like if I'm talking right now with music, it's one thing. If I talk without music, is another thing. If I put some lights and I put up a show like YouTube guys who are famous, it would have different impact on your ways of absorbing my information. But because I'm just talking to myself here in the car, let's see, no cops here. No, I won't get busted now for holding the phone in my hand, right? Yeah, so the way I post my information is not impactful. People are, these days I want something like, I want the experience, and they would tune into those who provide lights and mirrors and flashes. And even some, like lots of stuff that is being posted on YouTube is rebroadcasted, and like they copy paste the speech and stuff and they rebroadcast with their own words. And so where is the new? What's new? Even today, what I'm telling you today is information I picked from this movie and from my other experiences, and I don't provide you anything new. If I tell you something about a new type of UFO, you may, oh, that's new, I want to know. Now back to his show. They kind of pre-set the each day event. They have team leaders who go around to their group. They have people divided in the groups to better manage the event. And they go by their groups and they collect information, cases that people want to share for others to learn. Not everyone is willing or is going there to share their life story or why they are there, or why they want to change, what's their future vision, and I mean a vision about futures, all that stuff is not. But some people are willing to be actors on the stage or to be part of that act, and they gather the information and they go to Tony Robbins behind the scenes, and they say, you know what, we have this case, this case, this case, this case. And Tony Robbins, it's kind of he knows already. He knows I can deal with that, I can go deep into that and that. So he prepared mentally kind of some ideas. He's a human being. He's not like a superhero or Jesus or a God who knows everything and he can throw every answer to every case or every surprise response from the people who he interacts with. So he needs some sort of an idea who he deals with, and I assume that these guys, they kind of mark these people in their groups, and they are told, you know what, yeah, Tony might pick you, right? And people have to be prepared, have to have some sort of a speech or some sort of a note or an idea how to answer to Tony, because he is swearing. Oh, poor guy, he slept on the bench. You know, not everyone has good life. I posted a bunch of videos from Hastings in Vancouver downtown area. It's not really a pleasant feeling to know that in Canada people sleep on the benches. People suffer. Let me see. Okay, can I go? Yes. And now go to one of these subjects. There is a woman. It's one of the day event was a relationship day. Each day of that event have a title and a purpose. And they go through kind of a logical diagram, like a logical system. You start with this, emotions, then emotions will lead to this, which is the next day, and that leads to another thing. Then one of the days, probably day 4 or something, is the relationship day. And they take some cases, and based on those cases, he comes with some information and ideas that will enable you to think differently about your relationship. And one at the beginning, he starts saying that, you know, women think that the men are supposed to be powerful, tender, soft, loving, caring, romantic, and all these attributes a woman is dreaming about. But you can't have a guy with so many nice to have attributes and be provider and do all those things. How you model, unless you model a robot or a machine, or you modify genetically humans to be perfect at everything. And so women have their expectations, and when their expectations are not met, they become unhappy and they start chasing other men who might have the missing qualities. Let's say the husband is provider, it brings good money, they have stuff, and you know, they were happy for a while, but she is missing maybe a powerful feeling of safety from her guy, like to feel in a nest, in a safe nest, because the guy maybe get kicked at work, he get bullied easy, or in the front of the friends he feels like he's not big enough, great enough or something, and she doesn't feel safe, or she doesn't feel confident with her husband, and she wants that. And she see the jerk, because she has the genetics, she's working with her own genetics that give her certain emotions, and she see the jerk, she see an asshole and stuff, and she is now like, oh wow, that is in but can't cheat my husband. But if at some point when she is unhappy and the asshole is around, like I have some guy I know, he had 3 wives, a narcissistic guy who was preying on this unhappy woman, sad woman, or a woman who were looking for this type of jerk, who know how to smile, who know how to conquer their heart, say something, I don't know what the heck he was saying to those women, and fuck them and pop a kid and stuff, and like and once he connected with those, he started to become jerk again. And those women woke up and said, the fuck I did? It's like you know, I thought I'm fucking a nice guy, not a nice, a powerful guy, or something that I was craving for. And they got into some shitty relationship, which ended not long after. And there are lots of guys, like people, soldiers, military guys, you know, some jerks, and they go different countries, fuck some chicks who need a powerful guy or something, and drop a kid here in this country, another kid in the other country. So you think I'm making up stuff from movies? Yes? No. That's human behavior, and it happens all the times. So this woman, they amplify certain emotions. I'm not happy, but they don't think of the qualities of their man. They don't see that you know, asset the guy is bringing to the table, and they start focusing their mind, because they have that mind, the weed in their mind, the weed that now is growing, and they allow them the weed to grow, and they go around, talk to other women who have very similar type of thinking and very similar type of weed and seeds in their mind, and they get the confirmation. Yeah, the guys, you know, yeah, and they stop seeing the the good in their man, and they, like I said, they end up divorcing or going chasing other guys or having this one night stands just to feed their need for love or something that's missing. Anyway, so this Tony Robbins is talking about this stuff, and I have to do a turn here. Now, this woman, one of the women, wants to talk about her vision about her future in their relationship, and she has some notes on a notebook, and she started reading like, I want to feel my head on his chest and feel the power of his heart. We want to fly to the sky. Those romantic stories, romantic movies or romantic books, words that are good for women. And nice, great, yeah, powerful words. Everyone is clapping hands and applauses. And yeah, she feels good. She has a good speech. Now, where is your husband here? Yeah, he's not right here. He's right here. Of course, it's a wealthy couple who could afford to pay $10,000, like $4,900 something, like $5,000 per person, $10,000 per couple, because they feel that they want something to change. But even from outside, they appear like, she appear happy. What's wrong with her? Why they want to do something? Or maybe they came there for their finances or for their trust, or I don't know, maybe. But they invested the $10,000 into the event to learn something from it, not to be actors there or to do something or to show off with her romantic story. No, they are there to invest in themselves. And so where is your husband? Husband is here. Okay, sir, what's your name? And he states his name, and okay, what's your vision about your future, your relationship future? And he starts saying, yes, okay, I would love, like, I see a wife who loves what and that and that. So he's like not powerful, he's not emotion, he doesn't put emotion on his words. He's like, and Tony Robbins start talking, you're like a dead guy or something. I don't know, I forgot his words, but it's like he compared this guy with a dead zombie or with a walking zombie. It's like, where is your passion for life? Where is your spark and stuff? And he starts asking this guy, were you abused by your father, like beaten up or whatever, like physically abused by the father? Or was your father, I don't know how to say it to not confuse you and thinking that his father sexually abused him or something. No, it's like something like, did your father was rough on you? He said yes. Now you know why your father was rough on you? No, because your mom was a bitch. And was she a bitch? Yes, she was giving him hard time. And now you looked up your mom as a power in the couple. And anyway, so he dissects, he troubleshoots, like he goes one step at a time, asks a question, and he gets feedback, and that feedback is going to dig deeper. And the way I troubleshoot electronic systems in my work, without schematic, based on my experience, but sometimes you need schematic, and since we don't have a clear schematic of the human mind, you need to go by previous researchers' experience, other people's experience, and sometimes you get into new stuff, you get into super special cases that you need another specialist. And that's kind of let's see, someone is kind of trying to talk to me. Nope, not to me. And he start sharing a story, a made up story or something, I don't know, but I'm going to conclude the video suggesting you to see other cases. There are some powerful cases that might make you cry, but you learn everything. You learn from everyone involved in that movie. And Tony Robbins is the greatest teacher, so you learn everything from this guy, but he's learning from other people and shares with everyone else, including with the movie audience. If you want to learn something powerful about life and stuff, yeah, that movie is for you. And now back to this guy case. He said, let me tell you a story. And audience now is like waiting and listen to the story, because Tony Robbins always come up with some story that are powerful. It's not like yeah, you know what, there were two kids playing on the streets and a truck came and hit the kid and the kid died and the mom was sad and put the kid in the grave and everyone was crying. It's like, okay, no, it's not that story that you learn something. You don't learn much about yourself from that story. You don't learn much about how to change from that story. So he comes with a story that inspires you to change. And he said there was a family of lions, male, female, and a cub. And hunters came and shot the male, the big lion, and shot him. And the female lion, the mother, saw what happened, saw the hunters and took her cub into her mouth and dumped him into the bushes and suggested the lion to stay quiet. Hunters came, shot the lioness, and now the cub is by himself in the bushes and doesn't know how to feed himself, doesn't know much. And some days go by and a family of sheep, a bunch of sheep came by and hear this lion cub crying for help. It's hungry, it's not well, and the sheep take this little cub and adopt him and teach him how to eat grass and stuff. And for some years he is eating grass and he's trying to learn to communicate with a new adoptive family, and he started saying ba 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 ba. That's his new language. He forgets who he is, he forgets what type of food he's supposed to eat, and he forgets everything. And he grows up and is part of that family, loves everyone in the family. And one day a bunch of lions find this herd, the sheep's herd, and slashed everyone, kills every sheep except the cub, the lion, the young lion. And he is horrified. He looks around, blood everywhere, meat everywhere, like dead siblings everywhere, and the sheep who took care of him and stuff. And he is like trying to cry and bah, bah, bah. And the lion, one of the male lions, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like bah, bah, bah. And in their animal language, the young lion is saying, yeah, you bah, bah, you killed my family or something, bah, bah. And the lion says, do you know who you are? Do you know what's wrong with you? And bah, bah, bah. So he's trying to cry in his new language. And the lion, with his big claws, slashes a piece of meat from the dead sheep and smell this one. And yeah, this ain't my mom or something, yeah. And now the lion, being a powerful animal, take this piece of meat and shove the meat into this guy's mouth and throat and chew it. And the lion like a chew it, and at some point the lion said, now you know who you are. And Tony Robbins is asking this guy, now you roar. And the guy with the microphone in his hand is not shy anymore, and he started roaring. Whoa! And the whole room is echoing from his roar. Of course, they used probably some speaker high power or something to make that guy's voice sound very powerful. But that was an important lesson for everyone in the audience to learn that we as a humans, we need to find ourselves. We need to find who we are and find our powers. And don't be a sheep. That was the lesson for that guy. And that guy, so he went to his wife and stuff, hugs and kisses and all that. And the second day, they reported to their team leaders that they had one of the greatest love in their lives, couple lives or something. Like they made love, and she said she felt like her body felt some full of love or something, like a special feeling. And they said, I don't know, he said or she said that it was the first time she wanted or he wanted a child with her. So before it was like he kept postponing and stuff, but now he had that desire, and she wanted a child because she felt safe. She felt safe to take care of a new family and have a man who can provide, who is the lion. So that's it's information for those people who want to dissect and take it. Other people say, yeah, I'm a lion, but my wife is a bitch. I am not encouraged. My wife is a narcissist. My wife is this and that. She always put me down. Yes, there are millions of men in those shoes because their wives had their own emotional drama. But that's the topic for different video. I'm sharing about this movie, and I suggest you to get inspired if you want to make a change. See you later. Bye bye.